I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's some big changes coming out in our industry, mostly revolving around refrigerants. So I'd like to take a minute and just kind of go through what we're seeing and what you as a homeowner should know. Refrigerant, which a lot of people refer to as Freon, it is the gas that's inside of your air conditioning or heat pump system, and it's what's responsible for transporting that heat. A lot of people remember the R-22 phase out. They discovered that R-22 was putting a hole in the ozone and said, well, this is not good, we need to find an alternative. At that point in time, Carrier Corporation had R-410A equipment out there, they had the refrigerant developed, and it had been vetted and used for about 5 years prior to 2010. The whole industry moved that way. Now fast forward, and we found out that yes, R-410A has helped tremendously with repairing the ozone. However, we also found out that R-410A has contributed pretty significantly to the warming of the atmosphere. So that has led to R-410A getting phased out, and that is happening on January 1. Similar to last time, Carrier Corporation said, hey, we've got this great refrigerant. Their refrigerant is R-454B, except this time around, there's some other manufacturers, Daikin in particular, that has said, well, we think we have a better one, and they are fronting R-32. Unfortunately, they're not interchangeable. One of the downsides of the new refrigerant, both R-454B as well as R-32, is they're mildly flammable. So it's not overly dangerous. However, all the new equipment that is coming out is very much on flame mitigation. So the downside of that is it's going to be more expensive coming off the factory line, and then typically speaking, when you have more safety sensors, you are going to see more failures. So the expectation for homeowners, unfortunately, needs to be like, hey, my last system lasted for 20 years and I had 2 service calls. Unfortunately, that is just not what reality is going to be anymore. Homeowners, if you're in the market for a new air conditioner right now, I would advise you to strike now. Yes, it's going to be a headache if you do have a failure with an R-410A piece of equipment in 10 years, but both with the fragmentation of refrigerant as well as the cost, I personally think that you're going to be better off trying to grab an R-410A system while they're still available. We are spending a ton of time on education. We are always on the pulse of what is going on with the industry, what's going on with manufacturing, what's going on with best practices, so that you don't have to worry about it. We want to make sure you are feeling confident, you're feeling comfortable. We just really want to provide you the best experience possible for your heating and cooling needs.